Right, guys, woohoo! I am nearly at 500 Twitch followers. In fact, I think I need 12, is it? We have a quick look. Something like that. So I'm going to have to get my build on. Basically, let me just test out my other stuff, make sure it's all working correctly.
Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey.
Yes, that's working perfectly. Yes, FadyBot has just told me that Andy Coder's just followed as well. So we're up to 489 followers. Wow. Better get the build on, guys. So what we're going to do for our 500 followers Twitch event is something called the Pits. I am in the middle of trying to work out the document as well. So I've got a lot to do. The document is here at this link. You can now get your names down, guys. There's only 10 spots. Actually, there's only 9 spots left. We're looking at February the 24th, which is a Saturday. Let me have a look. Yep, February the 24th, which is a Saturday, and we should be starting around 7 o'clock until finish. So if you want to join the event, let me know in Discord. Right, the whole idea about the pits. I'm going to need an auger, I think. Can I not get a better one than that? Yeah, here we go. And I'm probably going to turn down my game sounds as well. In a second. Is we're going to have a very large pit. And as you can see, it's going to be made out of bedrock. Gaming side of the force, hi, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're going to make it out of bedrock, this pit, because we're going to be spawning zombies inside there, guys. Oh yeah. Now I'm allowed to have meat stew because I'll need it while I'm building. And water. Get some of that going. So the first thing we need to do is just turn down these sounds. Because you really don't want an auger in your luggles, do you? No. And we're going to find a good night, a kind of a... It's not on creative, no, because it's on our builders server. I have the creative menu on. Only I can have the creative menu on, and hello to Warmonger. So when the actual event does happen, we'll get some music going. It's a bit quiet now. We need people in the server playing. So if it was on total creative, then that wouldn't work. But I have clicked on my creative menu. Schumann, hi, how are you doing? So we're going to try and find a nice little spot to build our pits. I'm not looking for towns, but we want a nice flat spot. Let me know if that music's too loud for you guys, and I'll turn it down. That's a bit hilly there, isn't it? The animals on the builder server are set to the highest I can have for the server. This looks like a good spot. We could get rid of that. That's quite nice and flattish, isn't it? No, maybe not. No, I don't need a gyrocopter, not with cheap anyone. Well, a nice flat spot. That's pretty flat. Ah, could we not adapt this? That could be quite cool. Because we've already got like the stadium part of it, haven't we? We could kind of adapt that. I'm not actually got request songs on today, love, because this has been going over to YouTube. When I have request songs on, I normally put it in the title. And because the majority of my streams do go over to YouTube, I don't normally bother these days, because it's a pain in the ass to remove them all. This could be used. Yeah, the builder server has the maximum amount of animals you can have on the server. What I might do, because I've turned it off today to put this one on. When it reloads again later on, it might just kick in some animals for you. Let me just check with Max, see what Max says. Okay. Let's see, I'm sure Max will agree with that this can be used, because Max will be helping me build this on Saturday. But I'm sure this can definitely be used. I don't think it needs to be that big though. Right, what is this? Is this like paint on the floor? Looks like it, doesn't it? I think we could very well adapt that. I mean, that could be like when people get into the pit. And we could adapt all this in here. Hang on, I need to get a minus hack. Nobody can see a damn thing. We could kind of use this as our base of operations, and then you got the lead out into the pit, so that could work very well. I think that's going to be quite cool. Right, let me get a pick. A better pick than that. Oh, pink pick. And an axe. Oh, a steel one. There we go. How am I feeling today? I'm okay. I'm a bit tired. I'm not sleeping very well at the moment, obviously, with other things going on. I just really wanted to come in here and have a bit of a chill out. Red Specs, hi! I haven't quite sorted out your intro command yet, I'm afraid. I've been a bit busy today. I've been to see my mum. And I've been fighting with the GPs again. So I thought, well, I think we're 12 away from 500 followers, so I better start building the event. I've half done a Google document on the event, which is here. There are 9 spots left, so get your names down early. Let me know in Discord if you want to join up for the event. We're doing it on the Saturday the 24th. I think I should get 12 followers by then. Boomsticks! Wow, darling, how are you? Thank you very much for the bits. Let me give you some loving chat. Yep, Max agrees. The stadium will work. Right, good. You're doing pretty good. I've been watching all your videos, honey. I have. Been watching them all. I'm not too bad today. I've come in for a chill out to start the build for the Twitch 500 followers event. I thought, well, someone better start. So yeah, guys, if you're not used to myself and Max, hi Hollow! We do a lot of events. We've done all sorts. We've done mini bike events, we've done PvP events, we did a Christmas event, Halloween event. and everybody seems to love our events. So this is what I'm doing today. Let's get some coffee for my stamina. Look. Ooh, let's spell coffee like that. We're looking at the 24th of this month. Hi Zach, hang on. Wow! Thank you, Cricket. Hi, Cricket. Oh my goodness me, guys, you're going mental with me today. Thank you so much. All these bits and everything will go towards the end of the month donation to Huntington's disease. You all absolutely rock. Thank you so much. Right, where was I? What was I doing? I have no clue. I better get a bedroll done, actually, haven't I? I found the stadium, guys, and I thought, what an excellent place. I've checked with Max. He says, yeah, brilliant. We'll use the stadium. Bedroll. I don't think I'm going to... I won't die. There's no zombies on or anything, so I'm not going to die. Let's tidy it out a bit here. We could paint it up a little bit, maybe, to make it look a bit nicer. I haven't had time to change anything, Zach. I've been too busy, love. I've had a hell of a week. An absolute hell of a week. I even... Do you know what happened to me last night? I had a stream scheduled last night and I missed it. I fell asleep. I absolutely crashed out on my sofa. That's how bad it's been this week. I haven't had time to do a damn thing. Right. Get my building head on. How are we going to do this? Do we want like a pit down? I think we do. So that's going to be like the entrance. We could have some plate, like concrete plate, and paint it up. Yeah, I certainly did need that kip last night. You're quite right. I needed it. But I missed half of Max's stream, which I wasn't very happy about. I had planned just to sit on my sofa, watch him stream and chill out, and next minute, you know, I was hard fast asleep. I think that's probably the first time I've slept through my own bloody stream. Which is a bit odd. Maybe a little bit further out. Question is, how are we going to get into the pit? You like the songs? Avery, hi, how you doing? You're all sneaking in on me.
Well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word of playing. Don't you know about the bird? Well, Peter's gonna tell you about the bird. Well, a bird, bird. But bird's a word, well, a bird.
I'm glad you two have popped in, Avery and Red Specs, because as I was on the bus when I was doing that Twitter thing, Avery. The devs of Bevan Tooley contacted me asking me if I could possibly do another stream for them on that game, and I have to say I did do it before for them, but I've got just so much on at the moment. But they've actually put a tweet out and they're looking for streamers to do a stream on that demo for them to try and get the money on Kickstarter. It's a bloody lovely little game, guys. The first demo I played is actually on my YouTube if you want to go and have a quick nosy at it. It's under the early access showcase section. It's a really sweet little game. It's called Bevan Tooley, which is like this. Hang on. Let me have a quick peeky peek. Yeah, they contacted me because I did so much for them in the beginning, in the early days. They contacted me again to see if I could do it, and I've had to let them down. I just had to look, with my health issues at the moment and the timing, it's just not really good for me. But I said to them I'd ask around. I know Keith is going to give it a go on Thursday, but if you guys really want to pick it up and give these guys a shout out, they're awesome. They're on Twitter, they're on Kickstarter. They've really worked so hard on this game. They are wonderful people as well. They really are nice guys. They deserve it. It's a lovely little game. It's very interesting. I think you'll be interested in it. It's completely different. It's going back to the old school ways of turn-based combat, which I used to love in games like Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale and all that. If you give them a shout out before you stream, or let them know when you're going to stream, they'll pop in your stream as well. They're a good crew. I think there's just a couple of guys. I'm not sure if they're still in my Discord or not. They used to be in my Discord, but I think they might have got culled at some point by mistake. But they really are a good group of guys. I think they're awesome. And the new demo looks absolutely fantastic. It looks a hell of a lot better than the first demo I played. There's a demo available on Steam, definitely, yeah. And through the Kickstarter page as well. I was trying to get you a link to it while I was sat on the bus, but the bus was too bloody bouncy and I just gave up in the end. It's worth a look at, guys, it really is. Something different for your channels. It's a sweet little game. You should just give it a quarter looking at, as my granddad used to say. Give it a quarter looking at. Thank you, Holla, for popping that in, love. Yeah, I was surprised way back then when they actually contacted me about it, because I was like just started my YouTube channel. I was very small. I don't think I even had 50 subs over there. I thought, wow, I've got devs contacting me already. This is weird. But yeah. You check it out. There's like little quests in it as well, and you know, pop up and meet NPCs and they'll give you a quest and give you rewards and stuff like that. Pretty cool. And the scenery and the lore behind the game, they've gone really in depth with the lore and everything. Very clever. Yeah, this is where I need Hydra's crazy gun. I know, Max already's done that. He's already been there on Discord, and I had to say to him, dude, don't start talking XML stuff at me because my head just can't take it. I'm just going to go in there, I'm going to chill out, bash a few bits of grass, and make a start on the build. He's going to come in on Saturday and help me. But I'm glad we found this, because I had no clue where I was going to start with the build at all. It's one of those days where my head just can't take too much information because it just stops working. Rock, hi, how are you doing?
Every day I'm shuffling. Shuffling. Every day I'm shuffling.
You all love that one, don't you?
Shuffling, shuffling.
You all love that one. Oh, I'm just going to go for Iron Shovel for now, it's better. Oh, bedrocks. It's the Twitch 500 event, Rock. The information is up in Discord. I haven't had time to do much to it at the moment, the Google Doc, but I will crack on with that as soon as I can. I hadn't realised I was that close. I was like, oh my god, I'm like 12 off or something, and I've done no work on this event whatsoever. So I thought today I better just pop in and make a blooming start on it. See, Hollow's got me back, look, bless her. Max has already got his name down. There's 9 other spots. Get your name down early. First come, first served. It will be on February the 24th, Saturday evening, for the UK time. Should be a bit of a laugh. What's that, Rocky? Going? Going where? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, to Discord. You see, brain's gone. I've had one of them days where I've been fighting with so-called professionals on the phone. Mr. Marlins! I should get these so-called professionals in my pit of death. That's what I should do. There's a thing over here in England, guys, called continuing healthcare. The simplest way I can put it is that continuing healthcare are run by the NHS, and they fund care homes and nursing homes and individual people for extra care. So, for instance, like my mum, at the moment she has extra one-to-one care. I mean, she's in a bed, she can't move much, she doesn't speak much, but it doesn't stop somebody being there at the side of her bed and reading a book to her, or giving her a little massage or something. Now, I know this week, because my mum's been classed as
Nice one, Doris.
being at the end of her life stage, that these continuing healthcare would be on the ball, and they rung me up while I was on the bus saying we're coming for a meeting to discuss the continuing healthcare. And the cheeky, and I'm going to swear, guys, you know I don't swear on my streams, the cheeky, snotty bastard said to me, your presence is not required. Well, I'm sorry, but A, she's my mother, B, I'm her lasting power of attorney for health and welfare. So, yes, my presence is required, and no, you will not be cutting any bloody funding from my mother, just because she's in the last stages of her life. So, I've had that to deal with today. And seriously, if these people were in the same room as me, they'd have got a slap. Oh, bug, I didn't want to put that there. Oh, well, it's there now. So, it's 7 PM your time, which I think is 2 PM. We could make it a bit later, but I normally fall asleep by 10, love. Yeah, I normally fall asleep by 10 o'clock. I can't get rid of that now, can I? It's bedrock. No, I can't. Bollocks. Your presence is not required. Yes, it is. Because if I don't go, they'll just stop funding there and then. And they ain't doing that. Not a bloody chance. I suppose I could make it too thick. Thank you very much for the host, Cody Gambling. Thank you for Hollow for reminding me. I did see it, but it just went straight out of my head again like it normally does. I do apologise. But when, you know what I'm like, when I get on my little soapbox to start to rant about something. You won't be able to add your name to the document, no honey, just pop it in Discord so I don't forget. In fact, I think I've got it up here. You want it in there? Okay, hang on. So 2 is Rock. I'll put your name right in there. Right, you are in. It is done. Thank you very much for the bits. Who was that? It's Rock. Thank you so much. Let me give you some love. Your name is down. We have 8 spots left. I'm kind of marking it out. How big does this pit need to be? I wonder. It's time for Auger, I think. Is that too loud, guys? You want me to turn the Auger down anymore? I think I could turn it down a little bit more, couldn't I? You don't want that blasting out your bloody eardrums. That better? I know, Mr. Mannings, I kept telling you to sort out your computer and stop giving money away to every Tom, Dick and Harry and the dog and the cat and the mother and the budgie, didn't I? Let's be fair. Everybody who joins the event is more than welcome to stream it, record it, do whatever you like with it. I will of course for that night be pushing my charity as well, a little bit more. I haven't done a thumbnail yet, nope. I will do one. It's only this morning when I woke up and I looked at Twitch and thought, Genie! I'm 12 bloody followers away, I better get my ass cracked on, so I quickly threw together a document. Then I went out to bus to go and see my mother, and I've come back in to start the build for a couple of hours, and then I'll have a break, and while I'm having my tea I'll make thumbnails and work a bit more on the document and stuff. Oh, I know, that was ridiculous, Hollow. What an absolute tosspot that fella was. Can't believe that. If you're going to stream with somebody, right, in an event, and you're on push to talk, and he spent the rest of his time while on push to talk slagging us off behind our backs. And I went back and looked at his stream, and you know, when I popped up and said, you know, I like to keep my streams friendly and less of the language, etc., his response was, well, it's too effing bad then, innit? On his own stream. Obviously off push to talk. What a nasty person. What a tosspot. Just like his helmet. And then at the end of his stream he called us all stuffy. Hilarious. Anyway, don't even get me started on my soapbox with that one. How rude. Yes, we know Avery likes my events because Avery wins them. You like this one because it's going to be a big deep pit and you're all going to get thrown into it in rounds, and we're going to throw zombies at you. Last man standing wins the points. I know Max is coming to help me on Saturday with the build. The only thing I'm worried about is whoever comes in to help me build will start racking up the experience. etc. And they'll start using the meat stews and everything, and then it's going to give them an unfair advantage on everybody else. Red Spec says, it's what it's worth, I'd love to sign up, but weekend days and Nix's and days, and I never know what she has planned for those times, plus Neb's classes. Your dog has classes on a Saturday? They can delete their character files, but then I get people saying, oh, I don't know how to do that, and oh, I forgot to do it. Right, you know, 5 minutes before the event starts, oh, I forgot to do it. So I'm trying to think of a way that we can let them come in and help build, but at the same time, not give them too much of an advantage. Oh, she's got behaviour training. Bless. But saying that, yeah, Rock, jump in on Saturday with me and Max. All's good. I don't know when we'll be starting. Some streamers need behaviour training. You guys are determined to get me on my soapbox today. I know exactly what you're up to. Jump in on Saturday. It'll be on. Oh, hang on, because you stream with Boss on a Saturday, don't you? Me and Max won't be recording our Gnar mod this week either because we'll be building this. So we're going to have to be missing a week on that, which is a shame. But he's also modding away like crazy for his event, which was his 4K subscribers event, which is now turned into 5K subscribers event, so wow. Fly, woman, fly! You can see. So, that looks a bit weird, but it's okay. It's okay. It'll come along. Yeah, it was his 3K first, and then it went to 4K, now it's to 5K. Hang on a minute. If I go to player XML file and remove them from that file, then delete their map. Ooh. I'll get Max on that, eh? I don't think the Fadey Fade brain can probably cope with that. Let me type it somewhere. Right, I've copied and pasted it. I believe, Rock, that he's also got something on Discord regarding his event as well. I know I've signed up for it and I'm regretting it, because it's PvP. It's kind of like the Hunger Games he's doing, a bit like that, but not like that. Kind of, but not. And you know when Max starts modding his stuff, it goes crazy. I really need it, if it is kind of that style, I'm going to need to be getting together with somebody else in there. Otherwise I ain't going to survive 5 bloody minutes. That's for certain. Come on, go down. No, not backwards, down. Thank you. Even my fingers don't know what they're doing today, guys. So God knows what my brain's doing. My fingers won't work. That's going to look a bit odd like that, but never mind. It'll be right. It'll be right on the neat. Doesn't have to be perfect. No, it doesn't have to be. Yeah, we could have like a girly team. All those girls join up together and then go chase the boys and kill the boys. That would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Get rid of all this crud now. But then if those girls were the last ones standing, which would be a bloody miracle, then we'd have to kill each other. I know, it's so hard, Red Specs. It really is hard. That's why I've cut down the community server, the colony server, down to 3 days. It's weekend only, otherwise I would not get to play on it at all. So that one is only open for 3 days a week. Builders Club, that's fine. Everybody can jump on there whenever they like. Apart from today, because I'm building on it. And I can't even remember the last time we all played golf with friends together either. That's another thing I want to set up as well, because I love that game. You see, the problem when you've got lots of people on your sub-server is the day you open it, everybody wants to be in there, and that's fabulous. And then you get some people that'll play just non-stop, and then a few people don't have the time to play it all the time, and they get left behind. Do you know what I mean? They'll log in and it's like day 200 and whatever, and they're like, but I haven't even got a level 100 bow yet, and so they stop playing. So that's why I decided with the Builders Club was to have no zombies, and then nobody gets left behind, and everybody's got all the time in the world to do what they want to do. And with the colony being open only for a certain amount of time, nobody can get left behind either. Exactly, in Ark there is no hordes and stuff, is there? Hollow's sorting you out, Rock, with Max's one. Yep, so you've got 2 awesome events coming up, guys. You've got mine and then Max's. And I do believe our next one, God knows when we're going to get it done, right? We've got an Easter one planned, because I've still got the prize money to give away for the Easter event. So that's 3 events coming up. You've actually got 2 or 3 new people in there, Rock. They just play probably at different times that you do, honey. There's 3 new people as far as I know. In fact, I've had to contact Twitter and ask them to extend their poll thing. Keith is back on it this weekend with his build. He's already started his lake house build. Plastic's been parting the sea. Yeah, Zach's busy with work this month, but you've definitely got at least 3 new people on there this month. Tuckbot? What's Tuckbot? Am I being thick today? Plastics is funny. She's awesome. Ah, so he's basically good at every game he plays and super efficient. Yeah. You get them. I am really, really enjoying the colony server. It's awesome. You guys should think about doing something similar. If not, just use the idea. It's fine. I don't mind. Everybody has their own job to do. Nobody can cross jobs. And you all sell your own stuff in your own vending machines. It's awesome. It makes people work as a team. And it's War of the Walkers as well, so it gives you all those different classes and things. It's brilliant. Okay, hold on, no problems. I hope he's not too poorly. Hey, we're going to start getting deeper in a minute. Yeah, I don't mind if you want to use the idea for yourselves, guys. I'm not that kind of person that say, oh no, you don't use that idea. I don't give a monkeys. If you want to use it, use it. I'm going through some augers here. Woohoo! As long as I can't get through the first bit, we should be okay. Turn that off a second, can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, you're more than welcome to use that idea, adapt it how you wish, you know, just say somewhere, just give me one little line saying original idea by so and so, but apart from that, I don't care. I'm not going to call you out for doing stuff. That ain't me. We all stream, we're all got servers, let's help each other out. It's one thing I don't like about some people out there is they're like, oh well that was originally my idea, you're not using that. Rubbish! Get it used! I've even had somebody say, I'm going to copyright that idea. How can you possibly copyright an idea for an event for 7 Days to Die? That is just, I just don't get it. Why would you want to? Maybe it's me, maybe I'm just odd. Which is quite possible. I'll get something in there now. Yep, right, okay. It's like I've met some absolutely amazing people from doing YouTube and Twitch, but I've also met some weirdos as well. I just don't get it. Right, what I want to do there then? Did I keep those plates? Yeah. Tidy it up a little bit. Get them all painted up and looking smart later, guys. Might do like a checkerboard effect or something, that could look quite cool. And then we're going to need something like... Ooh. So we really only want one way to get in. That reinforced, that'll do it. Hang on a minute, my Autobot's been a naughty person. There you go. There's a weirdo here that wears red glasses. I must be the weirdo that wears the green tinted ones then. It must be all people who wear tinted glasses, is that what you're saying? We're the weirdos. Right, the plates are coming out. I've looked it up already, guys. Silent Monkey, hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're having a chill out afternoon where we're bitching and we're chilling out, calling each other weirdos. We're fine. I've read that somewhere before, I've heard it somewhere before. It sounds like he's got his stuff together, yeah. That's on your little thing that comes up on your stream, isn't it? Oh, Loco, thank you very much. When did you sneak in? Thank you so much. We give you some love in chat. I am building for the next event. And I'm already messing it up. But you guys know me. You knew that was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. So I was looking like having maybe just a little bit of an entrance here where there's ladders down, or you just jump down into the pit, one of the two. We're going to have some things coming up to stop the spiders getting up and the climbers. You snuck in just now, did you? Well, what a brilliant way to sneak in, Loco. Awesome. Thank you for sneaking in. Oops, do you want to do that? Fix it later. If you haven't guessed already, I'm having a ditzy fibro day, guys. Head is not working. But it will all come together and it'll look absolutely fabulous, darling. Trust me. Right, just get rid of all those. Pain in the arse. Wrong button. Let's get some more augers in place. Yes, we're gonna need them. And then we can have like bars coming across. That of course is going to be like the entrance, so it wants to go up. Possibly like that. Another layer of bars. We can have something like that either side of the entrance. Give this kind of a roof thing coming over as well. Obviously we're going to adapt inside to be where all the people start off and everything. And it's going to be the pit. The pit of death and doom. Where we're just going to put everybody down in the pit and we're going to throw zombies at them. And we're going to do it in rounds, so it'll start off with the weaker zombies and you'll have something like a wooden club. And then the next round you'll get something a little bit better. But they're going to be harder zombies. We might... Well, if Max is going to get involved on Saturday, you can expect traps as well in there. Because that's Max's thing. I'll be putting some like bedrock pillars in there and things you can hide in. Like little bedrock caves. or things you can stand on. But yeah, if Max gets involved on Saturday, guys, you can expect traps in there. But the traps will be placed off stream, so nobody knows where they are. So there'll be room for 10 people in the pit when it's done. And I'll be flying above your head, spawning, crapping at you. Hee. That's why we're building out of bedrock. So the zombies can't destroy that inner part there. It's going to be such fun. Such fun. Yeah, like, a bit like Running Man. You're quite right, Red Specs. A bit like Running Man. Awesome fun. But obviously,
Nice one, Doris.
once you die, once you die, once you die, once you die in there, you can't come back in for that round. Okay? Who's hosted me? Nighthawk, thank you very much for the host. Thank you, thank you. If I open the creative and just type org and then backspace the art and put it back in, back and forth, eventually you'll get a purple org in the menu. Then you can grab like 10 of them real quick. Ah! Thanks. Okay. Yeah, I've got some points. I've got some points already, I think. Or 30. Do you see, if it wasn't for you guys, I'd forget all this stuff. Get some of that in there. Oh. You see, when I start building these things, these events, I just chill out. I just chill out, me. And I kind of forget to do important things like that. It's called getting the build on. You kind of escape into the build and go crackers. Hopefully after these two plates are up, I won't make any more mistakes. Those were mistakes, obviously. I shall try my best to concentrate a little bit more. For reasons. I wonder what those reasons could be. What did you miss, Mr. Mines, because you had a phone call? Not a lot, love. Not a lot. Just me digging with an auger and making mistakes and being a silly bugger as usual. Oh, you use a controller? You're another controller user? Ah. Could never use, I just couldn't do it. I'm all fingers and thumbs as it is. I don't think a controller would really help me. Oh, you don't know, but you've had to. Ah, get you, get you. Mr. Marlins, have you had any news on PB? How's he doing? I just saw a strange message in his Discord about being at the hospital. I have messaged him, but I've not heard from anything. Not heard from anything. I've not heard from him yet. And of course, I'd like to get some. I want some proper lighting up here. So we can either have those like spotlights shining down into the pit or things like that. That would be quite cool. Get them all painted up at some point, jazzy colours and all sorts of stuff. It will look cool. So I'd have to do something similar on that side. Now, did I come out from there? So I've only got one plate to remove at this side, guys. And there's no more mistakes. No, it's kind of bizarre. I knew his parents had to go to the hospital for something. I knew his wife had to go, but I've never heard about him having to go to the hospital. Have they all had some kind of flu epidemic over there or something? He does worry me, that man. He worries me quite a lot. He's a very naughty man. Right, let's go to these. Oh, they're gonna have to come off, aren't they? I want it like boxed in. My building brain is working-ish. It's starting to come up with the overall idea of how it's going to look. Whereas before I was just digging a mad hole. But now it's kind of working. So if you guys are streaming today, let us all know in chat what time you're streaming, what you're streaming. Let us all know what you're doing, so we can make plans to come and watch you all. Hollow says she can dig mad holes. come and help me dig some mad holes. Got you, Mr. Marlins. Yeah, I've just read it, love. He does too much. He does far too much. He's got like all the stress of the world on his shoulders, that man. He needs to slow down. Rock said she had Hong Kong flu like 15 years ago. I felt like I was going to die. Woke up 5, went to work, started to sneeze at 11. By 1 I couldn't function. Went home by 6, I was in hospital. Wow. That was a bad one. Never actually heard of Hong Kong flu. I know there was one Christmas I had that avian flu thing, pig flu, bovine flu, whatever you want to call it. I was bad, but not as anywhere near as bad as that, Rock. Jen, thank you, darling. Let me get you the details in Discord, Hollow. I think it's that. Everything else is the same. I've just PM'd you the password. But yeah, it's the Builders Club server. Different password. Yeah, he was saying something about wanting to stream today, the mad fool. I am so gonna kick his ass. If he's been in the hospital and that happened to him, I'm gonna kick his ass. If I even have to bloody get me broomstick out and fly over there, I'm gonna kick his ass. He's just obsessed with having to stream all the time, and it's not healthy for him. And I hope he's listening to me. He has to take care of himself and his family. Yes, I know streaming for him is a part-time job, but at the end of the day, you can't do streaming when you're ill. I'm gonna kick his ass. Definitely gonna kick that man's ass. And the other thing about it is he feels like he's letting everybody down if he doesn't stream. And he's not at all. People would rather he didn't stream and got himself better, but he won't listen to that. Hi Jen, thank you so much for popping in, love, and thank you for the little raid there. Awesome sauce, let me give you some love in chat. Sorry, I'm just having a whinge about PB. I'm gonna kick his ass.
You got the love. You got the love. You got the love.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass. He don't want his sister from another mister over in the UK kicking his ass, trust me. I'm going to get my broomstick out. I'm going to fly over to Alabama and kick his ass. So Holly says, you load my game normally? Yep. Then I don't know how you normally connect to the Builders Club server, love. You just, if you go into connect to server, it should be listed because I have both my servers listed. It's not a mod, it's total vanilla. It's the vanilla server. We are actually literally on the Builders Club server, just under a different game name, different seed name. I've had to turn the Builders Club off for a couple of hours while I build. And Silent Monkey says, like you said, he's obsessed and feels he'll disappoint his viewers, but like, yeah, exactly. Us as his fans, as his viewers, as his followers, as his subs would rather he bloody got better and not do it. Of course it is, Jen. Yes, you can stream from the Builders Club server, but I've had to turn the normal one off today so I can build this. I always let people know in Discord when it's closed and when it's open. I'm only going to be building for a couple of hours, so don't worry, the proper Builders server will be back up shortly. And that reminds me, I better bloody pay for it as well. No, I've told him that as well, Rock. I've told him when he's sick and he streams, he's not himself and it comes over badly. He needs to start listening to people. I think we all should go into his Discord and petition him in his Discord right now. And everybody needs to tell him he is not to stream until he is well enough. He's not letting anybody down. And we don't want to see him on stream sick because it doesn't come across right. If everybody goes to his Discord and does that now, I'll start us off if you want me to. Then maybe he'll listen. Maybe. I doubt it, like, because he's a stubborn old sod. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, of course. No, you can come and help, Hollow. Absolutely, jump in, darling. I've got my eye on the pie, don't worry. You come on in and you come do some diggy hole with me. Do you want me to come to the Discord channel? Let me pop in a Discord. What? Come on, come into Fades chat. There you go. Then you're not having to type everything. You can just tell me and me here. Save you a bit of hard work as well, love. There. Peeps will be in here and they'll come out straight into the pit. We'll have to devise some way now of stopping the climbers getting up. Which I think will be hatches. I see a Mistress Hollow Fox coming into play. I think it's going to have to be the hatches, isn't it? And they're going to have to be the big strong ones. I don't think we want more than 2 though, that shouldn't be necessary. Oh! Oh! It made me jump when I was contemplating my navel. Although definitely has her own song, bless her. Hopefully these, I might upgrade these to steel actually. And then we can have like, let's count it out. 1, 2, 3. Ah, missed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably about there. There then. We don't want them little biggers getting in. One. There we go. That might have to be one more out to stop them in certain places, like there. Actually, no, concrete and steel's better. We don't want them escaping. That is the last thing we need. That should allow the people to drop down into the pit straight away. That should be awesome. Right, where is our Mistress Hollow Fox? We got into some plain ground. LPI. She is 207. Okay. And I am 171, I think. Unknown command. Oh, I forgot to put a thing in. Look, telly 207 to 171. It's random gen. Oh! There she is. Don't tell me she's stuck. Oh no, it's me holding one. Let me get a chest down with some stuff in for it. And we can put a couple of chests down just for now. We can get rid of them afterwards. She's going to want some augers. What is this that I had to do? Type in auger, backspace, like that. I just do that though. Surely. Oh, I've gone past the blue. Let's put some augers in this. Watch his hollow just there. Put some bloody clothes on. Put some bloody clothes on. Right, there's some augers in that one. We'll get some gas. Gas in that one. And some food and water. And oh, we need some bedrock in the other one, don't we? There we go. You want some bloody clothes, dear? What kind of bloody clothes does they want, lass? That'll do. Oh my god, she's got a large weapon in her hand. Now we're in trouble, guys. Now we is in trouble. Oh, you put a PB message in there, have you? Have you told him we're all talking about? His ears must be bloody burning, poor fella. It must be like, they're talking about me. Right, so this is where they're going to get in. And then we'll drop down into the pits. Awesome. It must be a fairly big one as well, I think. Oh! Sorry, honey!
That is okay, Fade.
You know what my brain's like today. It's even worse than freaking normal.
That is very much okay.
Brain dead Fade is in the house.
Okay, so am I just digging out this entire football field?
I think that would be a bit too big. I'm trying to work. There's only 10 people in there. Hi Fergie, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, Fergie9191. How big do you think we should have it?
Well, you're gonna want room to move around, right?
Yeah. Maybe from, say, this line to the back line.
Alrighty.
And then same again from that side. From yeah, I think that should do it. We can always collapse dig it out. Yeah, we could, or we could stick a bit of dynamite in there. Hello to Vedis, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for everyone for popping in today. We are building for the Twitch 500 followers event. Whew. If you're not accustomed to events that I do with alongside Max and other people, then you can always pop along to my YouTube channel and look under 7 Days to Die events. We've done Christmas events, we've done Halloween events, we've done mini bike racing, we've done quite a few. And now we're on with another one. And this is the pits, guys. We are building a large pit out of bedrock, where people will be going into that in rounds, and we're going to be throwing lots of zombies and nasty things at them. And you never know, I might even get a few zombie bears in there at some point. So yeah, maybe keep coming out this way. Maybe 2. What did I say? Ah! Oh, we can bring it in 1. We can bring it in 1, that's fine. We'll just go with the flow. Maybe to there-ish. Currently helping me at the moment is the wonderful Hollow, who is the best mod in the business. Don't tell them, let it to see me mod and drop some of his toys on them. Oh, that would be so awesome. That would be so awesome. We can have a barrier 2 in there, a Simon. I don't know what the other ones are. I only know Barry's and Simon's. Flying, I've got like irradiated flying vultures. I don't know if you've got any special name for those. Sydney snakes or something like that, I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. I still haven't got the nerve to try that mod at all. I haven't found my bollocks yet, guys. Thank you very much for the host, Fergie. That's totally awesome. Very much appreciated. And Zach's been doing research on steel arrows. Okay, cool. You're probably better off talking to me about that actually when my brain is on colony survival rather than on something completely different, because it just won't register, love. It just will not register at all. That looks a good sized pit to me. Ah, you bugger. Hate it when it does that. Right, well, where did I go out to? How many blocks was it? It was like... It's like that end and then 2 in. That end and 2 in. Yep, she's got it. She's down the hole somewhere. Actually, no, I didn't want to be there, did it? Rats. See, my brain's gone. It won't work today. Must be there. There we go. I've started looking at new mods on Tuesdays in streams, and I'm like, I really want to have a go at it. I really want to have a go at CB mod. I really do. But I'm going to die so many times. And people are just going to laugh the socks off me and call me bloody useless. I know they are. Because I'm not that good a player, guys. I'm really not. I'm more of a creative builder type than an actual fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh! If you aren't dying, you're not playing the mod right. Well, there is that point to it as well, I suppose. Hollow's down there with a wicked weapon, look. That's a good sized pit, I think. What do you guys think, yeah? Plenty of room to manoeuvre for 10 people and a lot of zombies. Build some traps in there, build some places to hide, climb up on. Yep, that'll work. That will work. So, go along with these. How many did I do? 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want blocks there and there, just to tidy it up a little bit. That's it, looking cool. Doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It's only for one night only. So as long as it's fairly decent, I suppose. I'm getting it all painted up, looking la-di-da. It's going to be good. It's probably going to get wrecked to hell on the night as well anyway, so that usually happens with our events too. Red Spectre says, honestly, I think it's because the game becomes more challenging in ways each iteration, but I just keep building and ignore that part, letting my wife handle the fighting. Good for you. Good for you. It's like when me and Max play. I let him do all the fighting and the looting and tooting and all that stuff, and I just stay at home and build and cook. And I think Hollow's the same when you play with Max, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
It's just easier.
He's just so good.
I know, he's incredibly good at everything. It's like sometimes we play together. Oh, come and save the Fadey Fade. I'm like, ugh, this is so embarrassing that I'm having to be saved. I'm not as lucky as you guys anymore anyway. I don't have a in real life partner to play games with. Don't cry now, don't cry. Because it's better.
We're your real life partners.
Exactly. Dave. You see, I did that thing, look, with that thing and then that. But it's just the same as doing that, innit? Or am I missing something really important? Why am I even doing that? We've got a box full. Oh, mind you, there for Hollow, aren't they? There you go. Need some more gas though. Not air gas. Gas. Eh dear. Fergie says, nice, she's a keeper. My wife rolls her eyes when I play. Oh dear. Yep, you've got to find girls that play too and include them. Otherwise you're going to have problems, guys.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep. We ain't going to be sat on sofas watching you play games all day. We want to be in there and we want to join in too. Ah, so you married her because she was a gamer, awesome. Oh, poopy pants. You'll be right. I'll just make it up as I go along. Normally do. And this is why I don't like using the auger, because I can get a bit too fresh with it. So we're only a few followers away from the Twitch 500, and this is why we are building this event. The event map, another one. I have got all the other event maps saved. Oh, and there comes a new follower, Fergie. Thank you very much indeed. I've just hurt myself, haven't I? While looking at chat.
Alright!
Thank you very much for the follow. 489. That leaves me 11 away. Thank you very much. Respect says we actually started playing EQ. EQ, refresh my memory on that one. The first month we started dating and it's gone on since. EQ. EQ. Come on, Faye's got a brain dead day. Help me out here. EverQuest! There you go. Stevie says it usually gets away from me and using destroyed stolen my minds. Yeah, augers are brutal, aren't they? Absolutely brutal. Yeah, so we've got a few, we're already into February, we've got a few events coming up already this year. We've got mine Twitch 500 follower event, we've got Max's 5k event, 345k event. And then hopefully, if we can get it done in time, we'll have an Easter one as well. Which should be a lot of fun. I think our biggest event map build to date is the Halloween one. Was that something like 9 streams to build it? That was crazy. This should be a little one though, maybe a couple of streams to build.
Fade.
Hello?
I dug myself in a hole I can't get out to get a new auger. Stop laughing at me!
What was your number again? I've forgotten. Hang on. 207. There you go.
Thank you, Fade.
Fergie says to Red Specs, I asked her to play Nintendo 64 007. She said she was the best. So I said I'd hook it up and we'll play. I think I wrecked the chance of her playing. No mercy. Now she won't play because she thinks I cheat. Oh dear. Tip for you guys, if you're going to play with a girl, let them win sometimes. Just let them win a few times. That's all it takes. Let them get into it. Like Red Spec says, let them get into it. Play nice until they get the confidence up, and then go and play as hard as you like. You've got to let them win sometimes, guys. Just now and then. If you do it that way, you'll find out that you'll be having trouble keeping up with them. What do you mean it's like playing with a Wookiee? What are you on about? Oh, you gave her the 8-0 lead. Okay. Diggy, diggy hole. How deep are we going, Hollow? How deep have you gone, love?
I think it went down 5 or 6.
Awesome. You see how Hollow's doing neat little lines, and she's, you know, lovely. Look at that, look. And I'm just making a complete pig's ear of it.
Well, if you want to collapse on stream, we gotta do it the right way.
And Gaming Society of the Force has made me a cup of tea. You want a cup of tea, Hollow?
I got my tea.
Awesome. And mine's ready to go to the shop and get some more coffee. I'm out of it. Oh, I'm hungry and thirsty. Where's our chest of delicious foodness? Didn't do one. Oh, I'll get some more. Put all this crap in that. Where am I from? I'm from Yorkshire in the UK. It's Yorkshire, not Shire. We're not bloody hobbits. As I keep telling PB, it's not Shire. I can guarantee you we do not live in hobbit holes. Well, some of us might. That one needs repairs. Chuck it out then. You thought I was a hobbit. It's the home of the Yorkshire pudding, which you guys, I believe, call biscuits. You have biscuits and gravy or something weird like that.
Is that what Yorkshire pudding is?
Yes.
Yeah, I know all about biscuits and gravy. I didn't know that's what Yorkshire pudding was called.
Yeah, it's batter. Milk, flour and eggs. Batter. Put in the oven. Baked in the oven.
I totally thought it was some sort of fancy pudding.
Nope. It's biscuits and gravy, apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently. You see, over here, a biscuit is them things like you dunk in your tea or coffee.
Yeah, that's a cookie here.
So when everybody was going on about in stream chats about having biscuits and gravy, I'm thinking, you disgusting lot.
Yeah, oh my god, that would be totally nasty.
I'm thinking,
No.
oh my god, I knew you were weird, but dunking your biscuits in gravy?
I think I would definitely be barfing if somebody did that in front of
Oh
me.
shit. Yep, that's what I thought. I thought you were all weird. Ah! Biscuit meaning twice cooked. You see, pudding to us guys, pudding is something that you have after a main meal. It could be anything. Could be jelly.
Yeah, that's dessert.
Could be jelly. Could be, yeah, dessert. It's pudding.
And you guys say tea, and Mac's like, I'm gonna go have tea. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, you're having a cup of tea. No, he's like, that's dinner for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm
Tea
like,
time. It's tea time.
It's dinner time. Tea time to me is like snack time.
We have breakfast, lunch, and tea. It's amazing how we all call things different things.
It is very crazy.
The only way to have what you call biscuits and Yorkshire pudding is with a roast dinner. Roast beef. Roast beef and Yorkshire puddings.
See, to me, I would think, yeah, biscuits and gravy is roast gravy or like
Yeah.
a stew.
Okay, then what do you guys call dumplings? Are they the same thing?
Dumplings usually is like that looser mixture, like you don't bake it, it goes on the top of your stew, right?
Gotcha. Yeah, same as us then. We've got something in common then. You make it out of not yeast, fat, and
It's like lard and flour.
yeah. What's the other thing I'm thinking of? Herbs. You see, that's another way. Herbs, guys. The word herbs has got a H in front of it. It's not herbs.
You mean an H?
Yeah, it's not herbs. It's herbs.
I call them both herbs or hoobs.
Stevie says tea as a meal should be served around 4 p.m. Yeah, dinner is served 7. You're quite correct. My dad has always had his tea at 4 o'clock. And Fergie's from Canada. There you go. Hello, another Canadian. Oops. I do have kind of, they're not proper relatives. But people you would consider as relatives over in Toronto. That looks kind of cool. I kind of like that. All broken up and looking like a mess. I think it's supposed to be a bit deeper though. Let's go for it. You're on the east coast. What's that?
That's the same as me.
Ah, there you go. Small world, isn't it? Game Inside says in Italy biscuits and gravy is baguettes and spaghetti sauce. Ah, well that kind of makes sense-ish. The whole story behind the Yorkshire pudding, or biscuit if you like, stems from Britain in the war years. when we're all on rations, and your food rations and everything like that. We used to make up all these Yorkshire puddings, and they could be used as a start of a meal, or just with like some gravy in them, or you can have them as a complement to a main meal, and you can even have them with like jam or something sweet in for a dessert. But it was kind of a staple diet back in the war years. You see, I don't want it all straight, I want it bumpy and lumpy like that. I think it looks better, I think it looks cool. Have lumps and bumps everywhere. It looks rather nice. I like it. Right, I think we're about as deep as we should be. Looking up there. Yeah. Right, floor's going in. Oop, hang on. Auto mod, what you doing? Oh dear, what are you doing? You're timing people out because I'm not looking. Hang on, let me unban you. Right, you're unbanned. Respect says we argue over what's dumpling here too. We are split between a biscuit dough Yorkshire that is cooked on top of the stew like a fluffy cloud thing. How I grew up eating it, and the other weirdos that call a thick noodle-like thing dumplings. Oh no. You're right, you're right. It's the fluffy stuff. G Pally, hi, how you doing? I'm going to have to look at this auto bot on Twitch because it's not my other bots that are doing it, it's the Twitch bot that's doing it. And I always keep forgetting to have a look at it. Jen says I hand make my dumplings, I never put them on top. Be right back. Yeah, we like kind of make a stew and then you make your fluffy dumplings and you put them on the top. So half of them go like soggy with the gravy from the stew and the top part goes nice and crispy. That's kind of what a dumpling is. To me, anyway.
I guess, like, there's that kind of dumpling, and then I assume the noodle one is more the Asian type dumpling, right?
Yeah, the Asian version of it, yeah. Oh, get me so hungry now. I've got some dumpling mix in cupboard. There's so many different varieties of food around the world, but are very, very similar. It's like over here in Cornwall, back in the day, the farmers used to get sent out into the field by their lovely farmers' wives with something that's called a Cornish pasty, which is basically pastry with everything inside it. The meat, the tatties, the veg, the gravy, everything inside it, then made into a closed up and pinched at the corners. And that is a Cornish pasty, and around the world it's called different things. It's kind of bizarre. It's awesome though. Fill that hole up. Turn that off. Okay, Pally, hope everything is okay when you say you're going to get your blood work done. I hope you're okay, love. And Fergie says, oh, we have a Cornwall in Ontario. Ah, there you go. Ontario, Canada. Apparently that's what I used to call it when I was little. When I was a kid, I used to call it Canada instead of Canada. But there you go. And Jen says we call them meat pews. Meat pews. Respec will be right back because his PC's been weird. Well, there you go. I think everybody's having a weird day with something or other today. So this is the kind of idea I'm going for, guys. The walls are going to be like a bit bumpy, a bit lumpy. But the floor should be fairly straight, fairly flat. I'm going to be putting some, possibly some traps and stuff in there. Oops. Once I put the bedrock down, that's it, Fergie. It's bedrock. I can't do anything with it, look. Once the bedrock is down, it is down. And we're putting all that in because the amount of zombies are going to be spawning in this pit. We don't want them to trash everything. So a complete safe area for the zombies to go around and do their zombie thing. Even if you get spitting cops in here, they won't be able to destroy the bedrock. There is a couple of POIs, I think, in Compo Pack. One of the Walkers, maybe, or another one like that, that uses bedrock somewhere. Yeah, I like it kind of lumpy and holy, but with a few spiky bits on like that, that looks kind of cool. Hey Spider, how you doing? You should have it on console, yeah.
Nice one, Doris.
In the creative menu. It will be when you look under the dev blocks, then under there. Thank you very much for the host there. Welcome back. Pretty sure it should be on console. Pretty damn sure it should be there. Spider says I killed a fat yellow dude in this and he exploded and went straight through the floor of the tower block. You mean the Hawaiian dude? Or one of the radiated ones? You see, under normal circumstances I would not use bedrock for anything. I mean, what's the point in building a base out of bedrock because it's just defeating the object of the game? But obviously we are building an event map and that is why we are using it. It's probably the one and only time you'll see me use bedrock as part of an event as well. Got a spiky lumpy thing there, that's it. Awesome. Kind of there. We don't want holes in it because we don't want them climbing up the holes. But the spikes look quite cool. So the game inside file says, I hate the ringing sound it makes when you hit bedrock. Yeah. It's not a good one. That's why I've got my game sounds turned right down, so you don't get the auger in your ears as well. But that's the kind of look I'm going for. Thank you very much for the follow there to Quirky Owl Girl. I like that name. That's an awesome name. That puts us to 490, guys. So as soon as we get this map finished, we're looking at February the 24th for the event. Thank you very, very much for the follow there, Quirky Owl Girl. Love that name. That sounds really bizarre, Red Specs. You can hear them coming at you with the augers and the pings. Huddled in a corner with a shotgun. No! That would well creep me out. That would so creep me out. My music stopped playing. Was it just gone? No, the augers on, that's why. Turn up a bit. Oh, exactly. I haven't actually done any proper PvP on the 7 Days to Die. Not where you build a base and hide out like that. But it is quite terrifying. I can imagine it is. And I've seen some really clever like PvP builds as well. Like people hiding the entrance to the base under a pond of water. Yeah, I can imagine a solo playing solo in a PvP game with no one else to help you could be quite bad as well. I'd be honest with you, I'd be shitting bricks, mate. Actually, flaming arrows work as well, apparently. Or exploding arrows. Exploding crossbow bolts, that works as well. As I accidentally found out. Yeah, explosives. Explosive type things will kill some of the non-PvP server. if done in the right way. Right, I'll get some more of this done. I'm miles off that yet. So this is what it's going to look like, guys. The guys are going to be in here before the event starts, getting ready. They're going to have lockers and put the bedrolls down. And then they're going to come out to here. They're going to drop down through one of these hatches into the pit, the bedrock pit. And then we're going to throw loads of zombies at them and nasty stuff. This is true. Red Specs. Have you seen one of the videos that Max did with Kix, where Kix pulled out the block? That's another way you can kill a friend on a server, a non-PvP server. You saw that, did you? They're so funny together, you're quite right. Did you see the other game they were doing as well, the Pantropy, where they were trying to break into Cage's base, trying to get his password? I sent them both a tweet this morning because apparently that game is adding a prison in it for those who try and break into their own teammates' bases or kill their teammates or something. They're adding a prison in it. I thought that was comical. No, it hasn't grabbed me either, that one, yet. I mean, I don't mind watching those two play because they make any game look fun. But the game for me, nah. I don't think I'll be playing it. The building and the crafting, yeah, but it's... I don't like robots. I'm not really into robot-y stuff, I don't think. But it doesn't like fun, being able to make robots and then go around killing each other in robots. That could be quite fun, I suppose. But you're right, yeah, a game has got to kind of grab you, hasn't it? Grab your attention, not just your attention, other things as well, to be playable.